let's go back in time real quick here. See, this video went up December 13th, 2022, where they buffed all the invasion weapons. They made the third rail do 4x damage, but instead, as you're no doubt seeing on screen, it did nothing. Now, it did actually do that insane amount of damage, but it fired so many blank shots that I scrapped the video. I have, on my computer, 19.5 minutes of that footage, and it was just a scrapped video. It's like the one you're seeing now, but I just couldn't record it. I reported this directly to Epic, showed them footage, and they finally came back with this. In an update very recently, the third rail should no longer fire blank shots. Now, this video is coming a little late on top of that because they also made weapon vouchers not needed on a lot of amazing weapons. So these are the new rules. Either if a weapon comes from a llama, or if it has a non-legendary copy, like the third rail Pulse Pounder Shooting Star, it will no longer need a voucher. So you can actually flux this weapon. If you're impressed by the footage you see today and you want to pick it up, you can pick up a nice old copy. It does have 3 different 6 perks, and none of them really make a difference on a weapon that shoots a slow, but yeah, you can go Epic if you want to be careful with that. Either way, Discharger, of course, still takes a voucher because it doesn't have a purple copy, but my point is, the third rail does a ludicrous amount of damage. In an old report where the weapon got buffed, it says you can shoot up to 4x damage when you charge up. Let me talk about how important that is. The third rail base damage is 395. For reference, that's a lot. If we actually go to the ranged weapons, this is the highest damage weapons in the entire game. I imagine you have a lot of experience with the Wrath or the Pot Shot. These are 2 extremely popular weapons. They hit for 771 and 755 base damage. So if you just sort of know how much damage you do with the Wrath, just a little bit less than that is what the third rail does normally. Now, normally is not what we're talking about. We're talking about that charge up. If you take 395 times 4, it is, let's just punch that into a calculator. 394, yeah, times 4, there we go. 1,580 damage is how much that is doing. That is twice the Wrath. The Pot Shot is constantly bugged. It occasionally shoots for twice as much as it should. It's been a bug since release. This weapon is doing as much as the Pot Shot just by charging up, which is still not crazy impressive, but it gets better. Because this weapon has a base headshot damage of 790, you can get truly bonkers damage. If you multiply that by 4, you charge it up to full, hit a headshot with this weapon, you'll be doing 3,160 base damage. This weapon is doubling the bugged damage of the Pot Shot. Editing Beast is going to have a fun time here tracking down a Reddit clip for you, but I'm pretty sure somebody hit like 30 million damage. Now, this is with all the bonuses. We're talking about 4 War Cries, 4 Ear Splitters, Headshot, Crit, all the bonuses. I'm sure Rock and Riff was active. Maybe somebody had a Boom Base down, but that's not possible with War Cry. I'm getting ahead of myself. It is a ridiculous amount of damage. So, now that this weapon should theoretically not be firing blanks, let's look at the weapon we've got and hop in game in a second here. Double headshot, of course, and I'm going to do the shield 6 perk because it's the only thing that does anything, and I'm going to do something that a lot of people gave me crap for. Now, A1 did a great video showing this weapon with a proper loadout. Now, I reject that, okay, because as somebody who likes to use weapons as they were mostly intended, I look at snipers as like a miss monster killer, high target killer. It's not your primary weapon. It's something you keep on the side. So in my opinion, the way that I want to test this weapon is with a loadout that doesn't really help it at all. Shotguns are amazing in this game, so that's just what I'm going to use. I might use a strong loadout in the second half of this video, but at least for now, just while running around, I want to see what this weapon does with minimal help from the loadout. Now, I got a super strong team, but that should be normal if you're queuing the 160s. I'm a high-level player. I have high-level friends. That's pretty normal for me. So let's just hop in game and just see how much it does. All right, we're walking up on a crowd here. I don't want to get bullied too much, but I'm looking at that Mist Monster right there. Let's see. From this range, there's a bit of damage drop-off. Charging up to full. Whew! I didn't see the 3-point number, but was that 3.6 or 3.7 million damage? Holy guacamole. What does it do to a nurse? Not that they're a high health target, but I want them to die always. 2 million damage, just like that. Charge it to full. Nice little lineup. Interesting. So this weapon should have Pierce. That's one of the hallmarks of this weapon, but it doesn't seem to have a very big projectile, and it doesn't even seem to be functioning. What is going on here? So if we aim in and shoot 2 targets at once, okay, now it works. I wonder if there's like a range limit to that Pierce. Either way, I want to find another bigger target and just, well, get some big numbers, right? You know, I would not want to be a smasher in a YouTube video right now, because he's just trying to... Okay, you know, I don't know why after all the buildup I gave this weapon that I'm surprised that it one hits a smasher, but holy crap. And look at that damage drop off when you don't hit a headshot. That is significant. That is a lot of wait time for 3 million damage though. And that's one of the drawbacks of this weapon. I don't want to start dogging on it too soon, but like it's almost weird how it's more damage than a regular target needs. You saw how quickly and painlessly the pop shot cleared up that second target. Link to that video down below, by the way. Weapon is insane, but it's way more damage than a regular target needs. I feel like this weapon is only usable against a smasher. However, the time spent charged up to do that amount of damage is very similar to like the amount of time it would take for a normal weapon to do that amount of damage. I feel like I could kill this smasher in a very comparable amount of time with my shotgun. Now, headshot only is also a problem because this is hopefully a correct hitbox. Let's see it. Okay, okay. Hit it from behind. Didn't do nearly as much, but you can see the cleanup is super easy with any normal weapon. And I am a little nervous that while this weapon looks amazing for high damage, it's really just good for fun. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here, is just checking out how much it can do, because I don't know. We're just checking it out how much you can do for fun, because I don't know if that damage is practical in any way. I don't know when you could ever use this. And I've heard that it doesn't even work with defenders. That would make a lot of sense to me. You know, hand this weapon off to a defender, watch it one tap all the big targets, but defenders don't prioritize big targets, and it doesn't seem like they even work with the third rail. So maybe I'll give it to a defender, check that theory out today, but I don't know. That's some clean damage though. Practical or not, this is a fun weapon to use. All right, we got some defender pads. I want to see if these guys actually shoot. You know, I do this all the time as a YouTuber, where I read my comments and I just sort of take in feedback from everybody else. But I want to actually see on my own. I'm stealing Iwari's defender pads here, but I'm going to put down my own defender right here. And I kind of want to just observe them. I don't know how many traps we're going to need, so I'm going to make sure that we're good to go. But then we'll just see sort of how they act. Do they charge it up? Do they even shoot? I don't know. I'm not sure they'll be going for the head. That's why I gave them my other copy. These will just be a little bit of headshot, but damage and reload should make them a bit more useful if they do anything at all. All right, and the defense begins. I'm going to eye the defenders first, just sort of see what they do. I put a bunch of floor freeze on the ground, hopefully stalling enemies, and they are just currently doing nothing. They probably can't shoot through the wall, but even with a direct view, it doesn't seem like they're going to do anything. I'm going to put a different defender pad down here and see if I can just put that defender down here. Can I just reassign him, like, here? Oh, I totally can. All right, let's see. With a straight shot, how well does he do? He's just sort of doing nothing at all. You know, even low damage would be better than this. There are enemies right in your face, sir. Please. Okay, I'll do it then. Let's just aim at a nice little frozen nurse. Eat. What? What? Come on. Come on. All right, let's do another one. There. Okay, there's some body damage. I'm so afraid. Every time it does no damage like that, I just have to wonder, is it going to be bugged again? It should be able to shoot through the shielder. That looked like a clear miss. That's on me. That's on me. Maybe we're going to get it good this time. Nice clean shot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We had piercing problems earlier, so maybe if we get right up to his face, we're going to be able to... Uh-oh. It seems like I'll be sending my log files to Epic, as this is not functioning as intended. I'm still going to keep this video, though. I am not scrapping another third rail video. I'm going to run over to the mini-boss and see what we got. Shielders might not let him through. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Mini-boss. He is shielded. Okay, we are doing regular damage. Maybe there's a bug with, like, shielders and the third rail. If we take out the nurse's shielder, maybe we can... Oh, wow. It looks like shielders just completely defend against it. That's a real bummer. I guess we're finding out stuff live on camera. I need to stop reloading after every single shot. Did I just go through the mini-boss and then shoot something else? How about this time? Okay. Did a nice little 700,000 damage, but that was not very much. It is shielded, so he should be taking less. Yeah, shielded, building blocker. I'll just let my teammates go on against him. If we can get a bigger target enemy... That's what I feel like I should be focused on. Here we've got a nurse, no shielder. Is that going to be completely fine? Yeah, it seems like shielders are the bane of the third rail's existence, which doesn't surprise me too much. It's just unfortunate, I'd say, that we have so many shielders in this mission. I was really hoping we'd be able to bully a couple of smashers. Maybe I can queue another mission and see what I can get out of that, because I don't want to give up on this weapon. Now, because I had to record in a second mission to get some smashers, I figured I'd set up a nice little Rabbit Raider Jonesy, totally rocking out build. I know that I'm not going to have any crit damage perks on this. I'm speccing all the way into headshot, but it should at least be some bigger numbers, just because why not? All right, round 2 begins. I got wafers, I got a build. I'm hoping we can get some high health targets. I mean, we got a nice little ignored mist monster here. What's our new damage number? Okay, 4.8 million. Yeah, that's a good amount. All right, we got a mini boss that I can actually affect this time. No wafer. I think I forgot the wafer last time. So let's drop the wafer. Here we go. Hopefully you sit still. Oh, it's so hard to hit a moving target. And this is one of the drawbacks of headshots. Like, if you're trying to think of if a weapon is usable or not, anything that relies on headshots in Save the World is very inconsistent because enemies move around all the time. See? I had it lined up right up until the end. Let's pop another wafer, and he teleported. Okay, let's see if we can hit this next shot. Oh my god, it did no damage. I'm pretty sure that was at least a body shot. It's almost like the third rail has like a secret range limit. Oh man, I'm having a really tough time. He is building blocker as well, so I can't put him in a wall or anything. Maybe he'll stand still. My teammate is antagonizing him. There's a good 2 million damage. Okay, but not that much. It is tank, by the way. So tank is going to reduce our damage output. Tanks don't actually have more health. They just reduce your damage. Yeah, still getting blank fires. So I guess I'm going to have to report that to Epic, but I think we've seen what we need to see. All right, hopping into another mission because we failed the last one. I don't even know if I'm going to show you that game. I hopped into a second game to try and get a smasher, and then we got none and then failed the mission because the mini boss was just bullying us to no end. So I'm hoping this is the game. So if we get a good smasher, a good target that I can use this nice totally rocking out build on, then I'll show you. All right, well, we got no mini boss, but we got, or well, no smasher, but we got a mini boss. I've been doing this for so long in my videos, calling mini bosses and mist monsters interchanged. Ricochet. So am I going to kill myself in one hit here? Oh my goodness. This is the toughest thing about this weapon. I miss constantly because they move at the last second. This is brutal. I can't even hit it. Am I bad or am I being trolled? Okay, well, I did hit an enemy behind the mini boss. Boom. Oh, that was an unimpressive amount of damage. It looks like it's not damaging me though, so I got that going for me. Was that 1 million damage? I hope so. This is so painful. There we go. Nice clean 4 million damage. I should have totally rocking out active because I got traps getting battle beat going. Oh my god, it's always at the last second. This is like, I should blur this so you guys don't have to deal with this. Okay, I don't even know what that damage number because everything is blue. Oh my goodness. This is not doing a lot. And this is kind of what I was saying earlier, where even though, there's go 3.6 million, even though, you know, this loadout is so strong, this weapon does so much damage, the amount of time you spend charging up is just ridiculous. I could have popped a war cry here sooner as well, but like, look how much more damage you do with a normal weapon. I don't think it matters. I want to get more smashers just to get that nice clean footage of showing you guys the power of this weapon, but I think in reality the conclusion is the same. This weapon is super fun for big high damage, but it's not like practical at all. The time you spend charging up is the same amount of damage you would have done with a different weapon, and hitting a headshot consistently, if you're not as bad as I am, is maybe a little easier than what I show, but it is still very difficult because enemies move around weirdly, they glitch. There's an actual bit of code in the game when you aim at a nurse that they will dodge. They actually will like jump to the side if they can see you. It's a real thing, and if you've ever been using the Xenon bow or the vacuum tube bow especially, because that weapon's a lot more specific, they will just dodge. It's really annoying and makes headshots very inconsistent. So even if you're, see how they like dodge to the left and right? So even if you're hitting your shots, you still would have done more damage with a normal weapon. And as we saw, it doesn't work with defenders, so yeah. Is the buff insanely cool? Yes. Is it insanely fun to use? Yes. Is it practical at all? No. So there you go. There's my conclusion. There's finally some very late coverage on the third rail. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Twitch link down below, because I do record these on Twitch, and if you ever want to come by, you can do so anytime. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. And then